Dude, I gotta tell you a little story. Maybe this will help. The year's 1994. My fat ass, I was 10 and a half pounds when I was born, gets into this world. Fast forward about 5 years later, some of my earliest memories of my entire life are my mom, who was a professional bodybuilder, far from a runner, and my dad, a professional baseball player, far from a runner. And my earliest memories were sitting down in the what's called the health club or the gym and eating oatmeal as my parents trained before work. Specifically in my mom's situation, she was an IFBB pro card holder, dedicated her whole life to bodybuilding, putting on as much muscle mass as humanly possible. And then one day, she never had it in her, she was not built for it, but one day she completely switched and went into marathons, half marathons, ultras, Ironman. So went from one end of the spectrum, bodybuilding, into this endurance athlete sport. She was not built for it, not even the slightest. But over time, your body acclimates and she got into it. Now my situation, I was a college outside linebacker, all conference for my college football team 2 years, and I was 240 pounds starting at an outside linebacker. Prior to that point, the most that I ever ran was just for wrestling practice, right? I hated it, the monotony. My joints couldn't take it. I just never could fall in love with the process of running, ever. I looked down upon people. I made fun of people. I just hated the art of running because it's the same exact monotonous activity that I just couldn't get behind. Fast forward, I get done with my college football career. The competitive age is behind me. I'm a strength and conditioning coach. I'm somebody that only believes in lifting heavy shit and doing it in an athletic manner so that I can be the best field court power athlete possible. And then I decided to set, because I had a very big ego at the time, I decided to set aside my ego and just give running a try. When I gave running a try, a true shot without just running a mile, getting sore and just hating it and quitting, I fell in love with the process, dude. No joke. If I can fall in love with that process, I'm somebody that's built for 40 yards, a sandwich, and an oxygen mask. If I can fall in love with that process, and it's not for everybody, man. Honestly, it's not for everybody. But if I can fall in love with that process where I told myself there's not a chance and I look down upon it, you could too. Again, running is not for everybody though. And I 100% agree with that. But the modalities of aerobic or zone 2 work can completely change somebody's life. And when I say completely change somebody's life, they're a more useful utilitarian person for themselves and their family and the ones that they love. If there's any type of health markers that are detrimenting your life, you can really improve upon those with strength and aerobic work. And just as far as body composition, if you're really wanting to sculpt a body, be proud of a body and not look in a mirror and not be happy with what you have, aerobic work, zone 2 work with strength training is the best bet. I really hope that this story serves as like a placeholder for you, because I'm telling you, I could do a fast 40 yards. I need a sandwich and some oxygen. And my mom was the same way. She's a professional bodybuilder that completely revamped and went the other way. So I hope this helps and maybe sparks something. Just give it a shot. Tell yourself, I'm going to dedicate 2 weeks, 4 weeks. Let's take 4 weeks, so 1 month. I'm going to run twice a week. Very slow, no paces, no speed, just run. And if you can fall in love with that process, I promise it can and will change your life.